Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole bringing you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. Hey, Nene, my girl. Hope all is well. So, yeah, we're about to get into the never ever met. If what am I gonna grade this episode? Honestly, I would have to give it a D. It wasn't that great, in my opinion. It was kind of the same stuff over and over again, except that, one of the favorite couples definitely got some issues going on. So hey, Michelle, what's up, girly? So yeah, I would have to give it a D. I would have to give it a D, but the main person who pissed me off was this damn Jody. Oh, she pissed me off. She pissed me off. So we definitely gonna talk about that. It should have been called shouldn't have ever met. Exactly. Exactly. It should have been called Let's Not Meet, Let's All Go to Therapy. That's what it should have been called. So, with that, let's get started. Let's get started on season 1, episode 7, The Newly Met Game. All right. So, we start off where we left off last episode with Greg and Millie. And I said this, I think some other people in the chat said this, but there was something definitely there that when Millie was talking about her SA experience, it was triggering to Greg. And we find out why, because he has also been SA'd, okay? And he definitely felt very uncomfortable talking about it. He said, as a man, he doesn't really know how to process it, which honestly, I think this is something that a lot of men deal with. I think a lot of men have had SA experiences, and because they're taught that, they're men, they're not supposed to have the emotions, they're supposed to kind of suppress it, move on with life. A lot of them don't deal with it. My issue in this situation is, Millie, you need to watch your facial expressions. Like, you need to watch your facial expressions. Like, hey, Miz, I know, hope you feel better. You have to watch your facial expressions. Like I have said before, and even in my last episode review, disrespect is just not about screaming. It's about body language. It's about tone. And I don't know if she knows that she's doing it or she knows and that she doesn't care. But in that moment when he was talking and how vulnerable he had to be to actually let that out, the way she was looking at him, I wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling it at all whatsoever. She truly needs to understand, while she wants people to always give her a safe space, she needs to give Greg a safe space. When I saw that facial expression, I was just like, oh, hell no. Like, seriously, Millie, like, this is the time that you truly, truly need to let him have his moment and be compassionate, even in how you're looking at him. Look at the way she's looking, y'all. Look at the way she's looking at him. It was already hard enough for him to say that in the first place. He said he hasn't shared it, and then he shares it on national TV. Man, like, this was the moment that you really need to calm your ass down. You did. Yes, please hit the like button. So she was looking like she could not be. Exactly. And this man is literally willing to say this in front of you, and that's the way you look. That's the way you look. I didn't like it at all whatsoever. I'm a firm believer that body language, facial expressions also can be a form of disrespect, and she was being very disrespectful. So at that point, at the end, she, is, making it seem like she cares. She says she's happy that he spoke up. She feels that brought them closer together. Think again. We clearly see that was not the case, but she does speak to the guys after that, and she is planning a birthday celebration for him. And she tells, the guys, except for Chris. Notice Chris wasn't there. But she tells the rest of the guys, I'm going to do a celebration. Don't tell anyone. And I really did think that was sweet of her to do. Like she's trying to plan like a 90s theme party. So I thought that was cute. She just needs to watch her damn facial expression. And she definitely needs to go to therapy. Indeed, I've talked about this all the time. Trauma bonding. Indeed. 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 So yeah, so moving on. So child, they play this game. And I actually think it's a cute game. Like honestly, like if I ever have like, you know how you have like couples that get together and they'll play games and all of that stuff. I thought this was actually a cute little game, and how they can like put all of their answers that they got correctly in like a little, folder. I thought it was cute. So pretty much the game was about, if you answer the question correctly and it matches, it goes into your love book. If not, you shred it. So yeah, Millie claimed that whole situation about Greg admitting that he was SA brought them closer. No, baby, because we find out during this game, honey, Greg don't really know shit about Millie. Sorry, he just does not. The man didn't even know her birthday. That's bad, especially when she is planning a birthday party for you. But you know her favorite freaky tales position. You know that. You know the freaky tales position, but you don't know her birthday. Ooh, that was bad. Not only that, he answered a lot of other things wrong too. I think they got the lowest score out of everybody because he just could not get it together. And of course, Millie was pissed off about that. And Millie is a Cancer, if I'm not mistaken, child. And she's a Cancer. She's close to the Gemini and the Cancer, baby. Definitely, I could see both sides, Gemini and Cancer in her. I could see both of them. So we find out that, about their freaky tales, what they like as far as freaky tales is concerned. Baby, I was giving kudos to Diamond. Diamond said that, hey, I'm a big girl, but I like to ride, baby. I said, I know that's right, damn it. Don't let the big girls fool you. Big girls know how to ride too. I said, that's what I'm talking about. She definitely said, yes, I like to be on top. But we also find out that Chris and Cynthia are not necessarily compatible, and he couldn't answer some of those questions correctly. Are we really shocked? We also see that Diamond and her freaking mood polish also didn't answer some of the questions correctly. And he noticed that at one point, Door Knocker Earrings Aaron and freaking Jody, they were bonding at one point, and he was hating on it, talking about I see. And I'm like, I don't give a damn what you see at this point. See your way to a freaking therapist also, and see your way to your local nail salon and remove that damn polish. Like, I don't care what you see anymore. Like, I'm over you always prying into other people's business, you and your woman. So we find out that, Shay and Josh, they're pretty compatible when it comes to that questions and the answers. Shay is also a Cancer. Jody is a Scorpio. We got a lot of water signs up in this mofo, a lot of water signs, okay? And so at that point, after the game is over, because Millie was pissed off, Greg says he knows he messed up. You know what I'm saying? He knows he messed up. It was bad for him. He knows he effed up really bad. And of course, Millie finds that as the perfect reason not to trust Greg again. She's always trying to find a way out. So she found that as a reason not to be able to really sit down and understand and try to learn each other. No, this is a reason not to trust him. How do y'all feel about that? At this point, if you're going to find every reason not to trust him, just don't be with him. You know what I mean? That's what it is to me, to moi. I was shocked. Let me see. I was shocked. Greg did horribly in that game. Me too. How you not going to know her birthday, but you know her favorite freaky tales position? That would have threw me off guard too. I ain't going to lie. Like, I mean, I understand. We all know Millie can be emotional, but you don't know my birthday, but you know my favorite position. Yeah, we got some work to do. We definitely have some work to do. Mind you, I think they were together for 3 years, living in the same city. and you never sent her a happy birthday, or you never sent her flowers or nothing. Like, I don't know about that. I can't stand Jody. Oh, we about to get into it. Hey, plugged in. Hey, are you new here? Welcome. Yeah, we gonna get into it. I'm saving her almost to the last part, but we're gonna get into it about Jody. So yeah, all I know is it's a cute game, but it's only really a cute game if you know your partner. If you don't know your partner, it's a game that could put you in the doghouse. Yeah, right. But you know my favorite position. Make that make sense. You know what I mean? Hey Ruby, hey crew, I'm binge watching this show. I'm in the bushes, just wanted to show love. All right. Oh, Ruby, I gotta talk to you too, because I saw that freaking Matt Barnes reality show. You still team Matt Barnes? Are you still team Matt Barnes? That's all I need to know before I get back to this. But yeah, but we gonna move on. So with that being said, child, let's talk about it. Now, of course, I had people who were upset about what I said about the Chris situation last episode. I don't give a damn. Let me tell y'all something. Disrespect is disrespect. I expect a woman, because I'm a woman, I expect that women are going to be emotional. If you piss me off, I'm going to get emotional too. But at the same time, if people don't see it, we see more and more that Chris is a freaking asshole. Point blank, period. He's disrespectful to women. He doesn't respect women. And you know how we really know that now? Look who he hangs with. Birds of a feather flop together. So this is Benz, you guys. Okay. So this episode, his friend, Chris' friend comes named Benz, and Sandia friend comes. We meet Benz, and Benz is an asshole too. Okay. He's a low vibrational caveman, just like Chris, in my opinion. So one of the first things that Ben asks is, did you hit yet? Did you have freaky tails yet? That's the first thing that comes out of his mind, because that's all he clearly cares about. And you can definitely tell Chris is keeping it sweet and cool. He's trying, because he knows the cameras are in front of him. This is my opinion. He knows the cameras are in front of him. So he is trying his best to make it seem like, no, man, it ain't about that. Let them cameras go off. Let those cameras go off, because let's be clear, he still hasn't really said anything, in my opinion, about Sandia and who she is as a woman. He keeps saying that the actual electricity of their relationship stems from them wanting each other in that way. Nothing else, nothing more. You know what I mean? Nothing else, nothing more. So we see with Benz, he's the same way. Okay. He is the exact same way. And Sandia friend, I want to say, was her name Stephanie? You guys, let me know if you remember her name. I think her name was Stephanie. So Sandia friend comes, and, she sits up there and she says, so do you think you can be with him? You could be in a relationship with Chris? And Sandia's like, yeah, because here's an example. The women in here didn't like him at first, but now they like him. Who like him? Who like him? Because we damn sure know Millie don't like him. And are the other girls actually liking him, or they're just now keeping their mouths shut because they know it's not going to change your mind? I don't know about that, Sandia. I don't know about that. And why would you use that as an example? Who gives a damn what they think? Y'all, they don't have to be in a relationship. That shouldn't be your example of how you can be in a relationship with him, because now the girls who didn't like him in the house now think he's cool. No. What do you think? Could you deal with that caveman mentality for the rest of your life? So, Ruby, we're going to have to talk about it. We're going to have to talk about I may have to do a live review on that show, but he definitely is another one who can talk very calm but be disrespectful as hell. Yes, his friend is such a creep. Yeah. You is one of those dudes who would be you would hear on the podcast. Right, exactly. Well, Chris must have forgotten he showed his name the first night at the table. Showed his name, or showed his ass, is what you saying? Okay, it was Stephanie. Hey, Shamika. So yeah, so they sit down, and this is what just disrespectful. They sit down and showed his hand. Okay. I was like, well, hand, ass to me, they all the same. But he did, Nene. He did, because that he said the same thing pretty much his friend said. So this is what I'm saying. He ain't changed. He's just trying to make it seem like he's changed. That is who he is, in my opinion. So they sit down, and the friend Sandia's friend talks to Chris, and it's like, could you see yourself in a serious, committed relationship? Chris friend just starts laughing. Like he starts chuckling. And I'm like, what's so damn funny? Chris doesn't check Ben's when he does that. And so at that point, when he says that, he was like, are you expecting monogamy? Are you expecting to be in a monogamous relation? Like, what are you expecting that? And both Sandia and her friend Stephanie, which of course we see Sandia doesn't really like to speak for herself at all. She wants everybody to be her mouthpiece when it comes to Chris. But her friend Stephanie was like, why not? Why not? Like, of course, that's possible. And so he's like, well, you need to have freaky tales immediately. You need to have freaky tales immediately, because who's to say that 3 months from now y'all have freaky tales and it's horrible? Then what? And then he says, men don't cheat. Men explore options. And he says a committed man doesn't exist. Yes, he did. A committed man doesn't exist. Sandia, if you think that Chris is a changed man, look at who he hangs with. Because honestly, when a man is truly growing, at the end of the day, those type of friends are going to eventually fall off. Now, I understand that you in a reality show, but the fact that he wasn't there to keep checking his friend towards the end, when he saw that his friend kept going and going and going, he was like, okay, chill. But it wasn't a sense of, this is my lady, this is who I'm committed to because I'm serious about this. He never checked him in that way. Did y'all see it? Because I sure as hell didn't see it. I didn't see it at all. By the way, Sandia, girl, you deserve so much better. To me, Sandia reminds me of a girl who was on America's Next Top Model. She definitely has model features. Like, if America's Next Top Model was still back on, she should definitely have auditioned. I don't know if she's tall, because we clearly know Chris is short and she ain't that much taller than him. Or maybe she's the same height as him, but she had on heels. But she's a beautiful girl. A beautiful girl. But yeah, and so she was like, what is Ben thinking? No, what is your man thinking? What is your man thinking? That's the most important thing. Sandia, I don't know. I don't know what the attraction is. I really don't, besides him being Haitian and maybe he does have money. I don't see it. I do not see it. And you will truly be someone who will not be able to have a voice in that whole entire relationship. It won't happen. That man does not respect women, and you can tell that by him and his friend. What more do you need? And then your example of how you could be in a relationship with him is because the girls in the house now like him. Girl, come the hell on. Oh my God, I can't stand Chris' friend. He was rude. Exactly. But Chris is rude too. He just isn't as animated with his voice, but he's also rude as hell, in my opinion. The friend is a whole ass birds of exactly. Hey, KP the G, what's up? What's up? So yeah, so I'm just like, I just keep shaking my head with her because she doesn't feel comfortable talking to him. Because of course, when she talks to him, he immediately shuts her down and gaslights her and make it seem like she's the problem and he's not the problem. And so she'll talk to literally her friends or the girls in the house and want them to be her mouthpiece until they take it too far. Well, guess what? You may need to stop talking to them about your problems with him and allowing them to be your mouthpiece. Speak up for yourself. And if you feel like you can't speak up for yourself in the relationship, then the relationship is not for you. No, she don't. That's the who cares about how you think how sexy he is? That man is an asshole his damn self. Y'all, did y'all see what he said? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't care how much good hair he got and all of that good stuff. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. He's giving off very toxic energy. Now, Ruby, you know I like me a light-skinned man, but exactly. Thank you, Nene. See, I know my girl. I know my girl. She love a light-skinned man, but can't nobody with they senses. And Ruby know. Ruby playing. Ruby, I already know she sensed the stuff that I'm talking about, but she just riding for her Matt Barnes, her Bay Area Matt Barnes. But Haitian women are taught to put up with a lot of nonsense, especially if the man has a coin. Oh, KP. Are you Haitian? If you don't mind me asking, are you Haitian? And I know she did say that she was born and raised in Haiti. She is now here in the United States, which makes me wonder, when did she come over here? How long has she been over here? Yeah, it makes me wonder. But she's such a beautiful girl. She is such a beautiful girl. And also it is kind of hard for us Black women sometimes to find, good quality men. And maybe she feels like that man with some money is good quality, no matter how much he treats her, in a certain way. But it couldn't be me. Like, to not have a voice and not have a companion that's willing to hear what I have to say, good, bad, or the ugly. Like, I feel like that's supposed to be your best friend. That's supposed to be your better half. So that should always be your support system. Okay, yes, your dad is Haitian. Okay. So yeah, so it's just, it's really disturbing. And the fact that his friend was willing to be so disrespectful in front of them, it says a lot about Chris too. It really does. It really does. I don't believe just because a male has a peen that makes him a man. He has a lot of little boy energy. He really does. He needs to grow up in a lot of ways. So moving on. Y'all ready? So, door knocker Aaron, okay? He plans a photo shoot date to make up for the first date that was a disaster. All right. But keep in mind, before the date even got started, Jody already had this stank look on her face when she was walking up to Aaron in the first place. So while she may have felt like the date was more so trying to impress her versus something that they would both enjoy doing, even as she was walking up, she looked like she had an attitude. If y'all play it back, it is what it is. So he's sitting up there planning, all of that. Oh, I'm gonna get into that too, Nene, because I'm confused on how you're gonna have a stank attitude and you ain't got no flat iron, no oil, no edge control, none of that stuff, but you got this horrible attitude. So anywho, he does this photo shoot date because they both like to do photo shoots and characters and dress up. And at first I was like, okay, Aaron, you doing your thing, because she was smiling from ear to ear. She seemed really happy that they was about to do this photo shoot. She loved the outfits that they had out for her. She truly looked like she was about to enjoy herself. So they're taking pictures. They're getting close. And unfortunately, Jody is one of those girls who has the resting bitch face. I mean, if you look at her face, she always looks like she's frowning and she's upset. Sometimes that just comes like people, and it ain't just women, but some people don't even realize that's how their face rests. They just look mean, mad, angry, whatever. She got that face. So they're taking the photos and everything. And he ends up taking his shot to give her a kiss. And I thought it was a smooth way to give her a kiss because, of course, they was looking into each other's eyes. They, we're in the moment trying to give off, all of the things they need to give off to get a good photo shoot. And he kind of, lifted up her face and went in. I thought it seemed like it was very smooth. It was very smooth, right? And so I was like, okay, Aaron. All right, you stepping your game up. I was like, all right. Ciao. After he got done kissing her, this girl rolled her eyes, gave this smile like, like, uh-uh. Like completely just turned off by it. Completely turned off. Hey, Lansky, just completely turned off. So at that point, he's thinking in a confessional, he's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing his thing. In her confessional, she's like, as far as that kiss, I felt nothing. There was nothing there. Just some asshole shit. Like, even okay, you guys, let me just be real. Let's just say if they are, both of them are in it on doing this show together. They purposely came on to get camera time. Do you have to play him to the left like this so badly? Like, do you really have to do that? That's my issue with the situation. She is coming off like an asshole. And she is coming off. It's not making her look likable. It's making her look like the villain. It's making her like she ain't shit. Like she's just so disrespectful for no reason. This man finally gives you a date that you can be happy with, and you literally get a kiss from him, and you didn't feel nothing. Jody, like, honestly, if you look into her eyes, she claimed, now here's the thing, she claims the trauma she's been through in her life, she has gotten over it and she has healed herself from it. I believe she said that. So if it's no longer the trauma that's causing you certain things, you are truly either a man eater, like you said, who just likes to use men and toss them out, no emotions, like you truly have crazy masculine energy. It's either that or the fact that she truly likes Chris and she wants to show that she no longer is interested. I don't know, y'all. Y'all got to let me know, because honestly, when I was watching this, I was like, oh, she ain't shit. Like, she truly, and the sad thing about it is, y'all know this would give someone a straight up example of, you see how women are? You see how they are? No, this is how Jody is. This is how she is. And then she said, I feel bad. I don't want to tell him that I didn't feel anything. He's known from the beginning he hasn't been able to excite you. Like, you treat him like he's a piece of shit. Like, what is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is wrong with you? I really want production to just say, this is not working, so you got to go. You have to go. And it's so sad because I'm really, even if they're in on this, I feel bad for Aaron. Door knocker Aaron. Could you be the most beautiful girl in the world? That Aaron. I feel bad for her. I feel bad for him. At first, I was laughing at her because I was like, honey, I don't know what's going on. But now I'm like, damn, like this is freaking insane. So then when he's like, yeah, I like that kiss, and she's like, yeah, it was all right. It was all right. They get back, and she truly even more turns the value up of the disrespect in front of Chris, mind you. When they're down there eating pizza, she truly is acting like she ain't got nothing to say. She's disgusted. Hey, Fab. She's disgusted. And did you see her nasty ass eat and bite off of that pizza and put it back in the box? There better not been not one other pizza in that damn box. That is disgusting. You take the slice and you put it on the plate. You don't put it back in the box. Nasty. Sorry, y'all. Pet peeve of mine. But anyways, she eating on it with her freaking dry ass hair. She didn't even part her leave out. Her hair looks a mess compared to her bestie that came from Chicago, whose hair was laid, color was laid. She is the total opposite, baby, when it comes to the hair. It don't even look like she attempts to like wrap it at night. I don't know what she's doing, but it seems like she hasn't touched her hair since she got into the freaking house. Got a problem with that. I mean, if you're gonna have a stank attitude and you're gonna have an ain't shit attitude, I mean, at least look fly while you're doing it. That's all I'm saying. So at that point, she eats her food, ignores him, goes upstairs and gets on the computer. And so at that point, that's when Chris was like, well, how did everything go? And so he's talking to Chris and he's talking to Josh. And, you know, they're like, okay, you kissed her, whatever. And Chris is hearing this and he's like, I don't like the way she is treating you. I don't like the way she's treating you. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're one of the most respectful guys in here. I don't like it. Hello, you guys. Please hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button. He's like, I don't like the way she's treating you. Now, could he have his own motives for saying that? Yeah, because we clearly know. Honestly, when it comes to compatibility, Chris and Jody, the two assholes, would actually work better. And Sandia and Aaron would work better. They really would. Compatibility wise, because to me, Jody also gives me those vibes that she could be that girl that she likes when a man treats her like shit. She likes when a man treats her like crap. She likes when a man sits up there and gives her the cold shoulder. That entices her for some reason. A guy that actually caters to her, she doesn't respect. She gives me those vibes. And y'all know there are people out there who are like that. She definitely gives me those vibes. So while Chris is telling him this, you know, Aaron, so sad. He's like, yeah, you know, I can't figure her out. As much as I think I'm figuring her out, I'm taking 50 steps back. Like, I don't know what to do at this point, and I don't do things to try to receive something in return. But I hear what you guys are saying, and you guys aren't the only one who's seeing it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Aaron, I would say at this point, you should just pack up your own bags and leave. Just leave her there. Pack up your bags and leave and say, it's clear you don't like me. This is not working. Wish you the best. And also, sir, you another one. That damn hairline, what the hell is going on with this shit? What is this? What is this? Now I understand he had that damn crown on, but you didn't feel that your hairline was doing zigzags and Legos. What is this? What is this? So both you and your girl got some hair problems. I was like, wait, you didn't have your brush? You didn't have an afro pick? You didn't have something? What is going on here? Men in the chat or looking at this later. What is this? This is a shame. So with that being said, you guys, yeah, I don't like it. Jody, you ain't shit. There's no nice way to put it. You ain't shit, especially for someone who claims that you have gotten over so much of your trauma and how you have definitely grown, and being a therapist, a Freaky Tales therapist has helped you so much. I don't know if you need therapy or you're just an asshole. It is what it is. Let me see what you guys are saying. Jody would need to get her hair together to be seen with Chris. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Because he definitely gonna be like, you're gonna have to dress a certain way around me, have your hair a certain way around me. I thought I was the only one about them chunky shoes. Clock it. Shayla, girl, those shoes irk me. They're hideous. Y'all are a mess. Hey Fab. Let me see. She needs to humble herself. Hair is busted, and those ugly ass orthopedic sandals are atrocious. Not the orthopedic sandals. Oh my gosh. She is definitely opposite of her best friend. Which again, sometimes that happens. Your bestie and you can be total opposites. But her bestie came in that couple of minutes she was on that episode, and she came in looking fly. And I was like, you may want to give your friend some tips because I'm confused. Aaron ain't do nothing wrong. Jody just wants to be on TV, Chris. Yeah, it seems like it, but she definitely is giving the villain vibes. And to be quite honest, it's not going to be long lasting for her. Like, if you want to be on TV, be strategic on where you're going to have a lasting impact where you can possibly get on other shows. This is not giving any of that at all. Like, she's not in New York. She's not some of these girls who may have a bitchy vibe about them, but they're still entertaining. No, she's just annoying as hell. And I don't think anybody is Team Jody. I don't think anyone wants her on the show at this point. They don't. They do not want her on the show. She can leave. She is trying to make herself look the hard to get baddie, but it's not giving. Yeah, it ain't giving, especially with that damn hair. His damn show ain't giving. Someone said Jody hired him to come on with her, and I kind of believe it. Yeah, but my thing is, and if that's the case, do you got to treat him like he a piece of shit, though? You know what I'm saying? Lansky chilling, y'all crazy. Oh, so yes. Me 3, chili and wait for the munchies. I want Jody off the show. It's wasting our time. It is. I haven't seen anybody say Team Jody at all. No one. No one is saying they like Jody. They just like, why is you here? As Jocelyn Hernandez used to say, ho, why is you here? Why is you here, ho? Just get off the show. I was so annoyed with her. I was like, oh, she ain't shit. That's that ain't shit vibe. I can't deal with people like that. She was dead wrong with what she did and how she did. And again, how are you in a freaking, everybody else in there, it appears, has some type of hair products to maintain their hair. Hers just gets bushier and bushier. I don't know what is going on, but I'm like, how do you not have even a mini flat iron would have sufficed? Like you could do something to your hair. Put it in the ponytail. Brush that shit. Do something. Yeah, so anywho, moving on, y'all. Ruby's in that mode right now. She's mad because ain't nobody feeling Matt Barnes. So now she on some Team Jody just to sit up there and be a rebel without a cause. Knowing dang on well she ain't no Team Jody. It's all good though. I still love you, my California sis. Jody hair be like lightning. It do look like it's one of those things where, you know what I'm saying, you get the electric, you know, the hair starts rising up. It does look like that. It does give those vibes. It does. Yes, we was talking about Matt Barnes earlier. Yeah. I don't know why she here. Yeah, exactly. So moving on to the last part, y'all. Diamond. Jesus. So Diamond's messy ass decides to go to Shay because they were truly the only couple at this point that did not have really big pressing issues. The baby was mentioned, but it seemed like, you know, she was able to get over it and move on. So it seems like Diamond said, I ain't about to be the only miserable heifer up in here. We ain't about to be the only miserable ones up in here. Now it's time for us to challenge Josh and Shay's relationship. So she goes to Shay and she's like, oh, hey girl, well, you know, I still talk to Alexis. I talked to Alexis and Alexis told me that Josh was trying to have freaky tales with her. And she was like, I was like, no, Alexis, not my brother. Not my brother doing this. Heifer. Yo, brother, Diamond, you know, oh gosh. Anywho, I'm just like, I can't stand when people are being messy and they know they are truly trying to be the demonic spirits that they really want to be, but they're trying to make it seem like they're just trying to look out for you. Not my brother acting this way. Don't say nothing. No, don't say nothing because you don't have proof. I just want to let you know on camera what I was told. We see you, Diamond. We see you. So at that point, Shay is like, oh, so you mean to tell me freaky tales? Well, I do remember when we was all in the room together and I ended up waking up in the middle of my sleep, and I never do that, but I noticed they weren't in the room. So apparently when they went out of the room, that's when Josh tried to make his move because there was no cameras around. Okay. Now, mind you, Mind you, there was no cameras around, but we clearly know that not only is that house cameraed up, it pretty much is mic'd up also. And I don't know if they had their mics off that they put on them, but I just find it very hard to believe, in my opinion, that that was said and no one from production was able to catch that in any way. In any way, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to believe, but hey, I don't, at the same time, I don't put nothing past anyone. So at that point, Shayla's like, okay, Shayla's like, this is why I don't trust people. She's clearly upset. She's hurt. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to hold on to it, but she's hurt. So, of course, even though Diamond said, don't say nothing because you don't have proof, of course, Shay sat up there. Shay. Her name is Shayla, but they call her Shay, right? Am I saying, child, you know I'm bad with names. But yeah, Shay is like, no, I'm about to confront his ass. I'm about to confront his ass in the boom boom room because ain't going to be no boom boom tonight. So at that point, she's like, Josh, so yeah, so I was told that you and Alexis were about to have freaky tales and you was trying to get with her and have some freaky tales. And he's like, no, that ain't true. That ain't true. No, that ain't true. That ain't true at all. Because you know he can barely open up his mouth. And so she was like, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. He's like, no, it ain't true. It ain't true. Let him tell it. When they were talking, the one comment that she made that could have seemed like she was trying to be flirtatious is, it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. So in other words, I guess she was trying to say she could do a three-way. She could do a three-way. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, Shay is crying. Shay's crying. She's like, you know, I'm upset. I don't trust people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why does she have this ammo to give to me? And I'm thinking, like, why is Alexis even in this damn conversation? She left within a blink of an eye. She wasn't even in there for 24 hours. Why is she there? Because she ain't there to defend herself. See, this is what I'm saying about this Diamond situation. She ain't there to defend herself. She's not there to say what's true and what's not true. She's literally playing telephone, claiming what Alexis told her, and we have no confirmation if that's true or not. Just being messy to be messy. So she's crying. She's upset. This freaking heifer, Diamond, comes in with her damn bonnet on, now trying to be the mediator. Like, you don't have to trip like this. You don't have to trip like this. And I want you to sit up there and sleep it and think to sleep it off and think it over, or whatever the case may be. And Shayla said, I want to go home to my mama. Side note, Shayla, you live with Shayla? You live with your mama? What you mean you going home to your mama? But you know what? Look, let me shut the hell up. Because in this economy at this point, I don't know if I mind anybody living with their damn parents at this point. This economy is rough. If you can save, damn it, save. But when she said, I am going home to my mama, you would have thought you was listening to a teenager. She said, I'm going home to my mama. I'm going to my mama. I said, oh, okay. Well, all right, go home to your mama then. So at that point, one thing that Shay does say that's quite interesting. She says she's often wondered if it's easier to date online versus in person, because even if stuff is thrown in your face when you're dating online, if someone comes to you about your man with some stuff that happens online, okay, it is what it is because it's not in your face. So what it sounds like to me, and what's interesting is I think a lot of them in this particular show, this is what they're dealing with. They prefer online dating. They like that they've done online dating for quite some time because they don't have to face the reality of the relationship. It is just nothing for you to press the end button or for you to slam the damn computer down, and it doesn't exist. But when you literally have to be in someone's face and deal with a real relationship face to face, head on, yes, that shit is difficult. So I know people do find love online and have, found great relationships online, but we're talking about the dysfunctional people who go online. Why do they go online? Because I feel like it's a way that they can control the situation. When you really think about it, online dating would be the best way to control a situation. It can, because it's like you don't have to deal with the nonsense. Even with the situation with her when she mentioned the baby again in this episode. And she said that in their 12-year relationship, he called her saying that he had got this girl pregnant and they stopped talking for 2 years. Well, guess what? When you are in a relationship where you guys live in the same household or you're in the same city, you can't typically just turn off a relationship like that and typically never see that person again. You have to end it. There's a way that you have to either resolve it, do whatever. You just can't stop calling. You just can't stop. Like, you have to see that person. So I really think this is why you have the most dysfunctional going on online dating who's on this show, because they don't know how to deal with reality. When she said that, I said, that's interesting. That is interesting, because she did know how to handle what was told to her. And I think if she would have been told that when she was online, she would either just ignored it or clicked off. You know what I mean? You better say it again. Was it really a relationship though if they never met? And that's another thing too, because she was so upset about the baby situation. She said she didn't speak to him for 2 years. And I'm thinking, like, Shay, 12 years, never seen each other. Where the hell did you think he was going to get it from? So are you upset that he was getting some freaky tales or that he slipped up and had a baby? But the fact that I don't like that they are literally saying we've been together for 12 years. No, the hell you haven't. You've been talking online for 12 years, but being with each other, hell to the no, you haven't. Even when y'all was 18 years old, when you first met, y'all still wasn't with each other. So this is what I'm saying. A lot of these people on this show are delusional as hell. Because she was like, I didn't speak to him for 2 years after he told me he was about to have a baby. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can get mad. Now, it's one thing if you in a committed relationship, you in a marriage, and your man is off overseas and he's doing a job that requires him to be out of the country, out of the state or whatever, and he does something like that, that is totally different. But in this situation, I'm confused. I'm really confused. Right, KP. Are we assuming Shay was abstinent during those 12 years? I guess that's what she's trying to say. Or her thing is maybe the fact that he slipped up and ended up having a baby is the issue. Yeah, they've been talking for 12. Exactly. Talking, not in a relationship, pen pals. Exactly. Lancey could be the cause that always cause chaos. Going home to mama unless she's sick as well. She said, I want to go home to my mama. I said, oh. I said, okay. I'm like, look, but hey, the economy is bad. Like, so I hear a lot of people now, they getting roommates or they sitting up there moving back in with their parents so they can try to save money. But the way that she said it proudly, like, yeah, like she lives with her mama. I don't know though. I think Diamond and Aaron painted nails are plants. I could see it because interesting enough, when they started arguing, when Shay and Josh started arguing, notice how she came in at the perfect time, like on cue. Like production told her, okay, ready, 1, 2, 3, enter the room. To me, that's the way it came off, because I'm like, the Boom Boom Room is a separate like guest house that is not connected, if I'm not mistaken, to the main house. You couldn't have heard what was going on unless your ass was outside. So the fact that she came in at the perfect time, that was a straight setup, in my opinion. Straight setup. 12 years, and it took a show for you two to meet. Cut your losses, Shayla, and move on. Exactly. There is no proof. Why you telling Shay? Exactly. It all makes sense now, though, on why DV Dominique was mad at Leslie for flirting with men in the house. And remember when they were playing the game and everyone knew Josh was the one that won it. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. She definitely, because of this, it did make me go back to what he was talking about. Did it go too far? Hell yeah. It definitely went too far. But he could have been seeing all of that stuff going on. And that thing about the, hoochie daddy shorts or whatever the case may be could have been the last straw. But it really could have been that he saw all of that stuff going on. but he just took it too far being a immature boy. They didn't include audio. Exactly. And we all know how those houses be set up, especially with the original OGs of reality TV doing the actual production. You can't convince me that no one had a mic somewhere and heard what was going down, or there was some camera somewhere and knew that was. You can't convince me of that. I think she purposely went in there just to stir up some shit because they were really the only couple that didn't have any type of chaos going on at the time. I think that was definitely planned. And I'll be damned if I go on a reality show just to be the messy plant. Like, I don't want that damn reputation. And I don't know if she thinks she about to get a separate show with freaking Mood Polish Aaron. Think again. Unless your sister come. Now, if your sister come, baby, if your sister come and she ready to do a 1-2, she ready to do a stick and move, I'll watch that shit. Yes, I will. If she ready to go down with the get down with Aaron, I am all for it. Because, baby, she look like she can handle Aaron. Aaron don't look like he can handle your sister, but she look like she can handle Aaron. Let me see. Yes. Let me see. The roommate was the real girlfriend. That roommate was the real girlfriend. Which roommate? Whoa. Wait, who? Which roommate? What you talking about? Wait, I'm confused. Hold on. I had an ex had a baby on me while we was on break. She made it seem like they weren't on break. And that's still effed up even if you on break. Like, because at the end of the day, protection. Like, a lot of times that can be the ultimate deal breaker in a situation. KP, right? That's his girlfriend, not roommate. Oh, yeah. That's okay. Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, is it possible Josh did that? It's possible. Is it possible Alexis was flirting back? It's possible. Do we have proof? No. So the fact that you mentioned it, I don't like when people create storms and then want to try to calm down the storm that you created. And that's exactly what it is. You put that in her, put the battery in her back. She loaded up, was ready to go off on him. And then you talking about some sleep it over. You have no reason to be upset. Get the hell up out of here. At first stayed, then I left him. Yeah, that's hard. That's a hard one to deal with, Ruby. I understand. That's a hard one to deal with. Sister comes back. She's coming back with her braided back. Yeah. You think? Now that'll be a show to watch. Yes, it would. Because baby, she was ready for him. And she said, baby, that she beat ninjas up for fun. She do it for fun. That's what she said. So I said, I believe her. I believe that she could handle Aaron in a heartbeat. I really do. And that'd be a sight to see, honey. It would. Diamond said, hold up. Y'all too happy. Thank you, KP. That's exactly what came out. Oh, y'all too happy. Everybody else, we done got stirred up into the pot. We done caused some drama in theirs. We're going to have to stir y'all up because y'all a little too happy. Y'all know each other a little too well. Yeah. I'm going to have to dig. Kind of like Jock and his wife situation. Jock like Jenny Mai Jock? That's what you're talking about? How was Jenny Mai and Jock? What situation? Child, that's a rabbit hole. I definitely don't want to go down on that situation. Oh, you talking about that's how your relationship situation was, Ruby? But yeah, she definitely did. I'm over Diamond. How many more episodes we got of this season? We already on episode 7. Typically the first season, we only really probably dealing with hopefully between 8 to 10 episodes. I hope it's over soon, but I don't like the fact that they keep holding on to Jody. And I want a reunion. I really do want a reunion. And I want to see exactly where they are now, because apparently I think someone said last review, they filmed this 2 years ago. 2 years ago. This was done in 2022. And I think that actually confirmed it, because when they had the game, they were playing the newlywed game or whatever. When Aaron, Mood Polish Aaron and Diamond put up their cards about how long ago did they meet, they both said 2017 5 years ago. So when I said, oh, okay, so yeah, that's accurate, then if that this was filmed 2 years ago, because when they said 2017, 5 years ago, 5 years from 2017 was 2022. So that's why I'm like, I damn sure why the hell did it take them so long to get this show out there? Probably they needed to find the right network to pick it up. Because I'm like, they don't usually hold on to shows like this. So I would be curious to see if they do have a reunion. Because that definitely, I would like to know where they are now after 2 years. Yeah. Yep. Shay and Josh would be good if they started over and stopped counting those 12 years as a relationship. Right. But here's the problem. If you ask me, in my opinion, both of them got their own separate lives where they live. She lives in Florida. I think he lives in Memphis. I think they may not be good together if they really both find out what's really going on in the cities that the other is in. Like, I feel like Josh got a whole thing going on in Memphis, maybe, and so does Shay. Maybe not Shay as much, because then again, it would be kind of hypocritical if she was doing all of that crying and all of that stuff, and she got her own thing going on in Florida. But Josh got 2 kids. He got 2 kids. One he had right before the relationship with Shayla, or right around the same time in the beginning of the relationship. And the other one, the 3-year-old, was during their 12 years. So something tells me there is a whole life going down in Memphis that she knows nothing about. And slowly it would like be a slow burn in revealing possibly who Josh really is and what the hell he's really doing. Yeah, girl. Yes, because that's the other thing about online dating. A lot of people live a complete lie. They live a complete lie doing that online dating. They turn into fantasy world. That's why shows like Catfish have still been able to go on. Because I just don't understand how maybe the first couple of seasons of Catfish, it was doable. But how are you still doing a show called Catfish, knowing there's a show out there like that, and yet you're still being a catfish and literally lying about who you are, what you look like, and everything else? I don't understand that. And you're still doing the online dating. I don't get it. I don't get it, but yeah. Young Jock, the rapper, and had a baby on. Oh, you know who I'm thinking of? Young Jock is the one that's on Love and Hip Hop, right? That's what you're talking about. That one that had he was with Carly Red, and then he was with that light-skinned girl, and she had that exchange with all 4 or 5 of his baby mamas. I think that's the one you're talking about, right? I'm getting confused with Jeannie Mai and whatever that damn guy's name is. That just shows you at this point I don't be caring about these relationships. Thank you, Jeezy. Thank you, KP. Jeezy and Jeannie Mai, but you talking about Young Jock. And I remember that episode, and I was looking at all of these women like, y'all dumb as hell. You got this one that's literally trying to make it seem like she got the prize because she is now the woman in his life. He got 4 baby mamas and still legally married. And the freaking wife keeps saying, that is my husband. You're with my husband. Mind you, he done sat up there and had 50,000 other kids after you. Just because you still got the paper, baby, that ain't your husband. And why won't you get a divorce? I was looking at all of them women like they was dumb as hell. But anywho, moving on. Dating online, you have to have boundaries and stick to them. Also, turn into a detective. You can learn so much on the internet. True. I think online dating can work if you have the right mindset and if you're mentally stable. Yeah, it can work. But you got to have the right mindset and be mentally stable. They purposely picked these couples for a reason. They're not the success stories of dating online, failures, the failed stories of dating online. Because people who truly are mentally stable and all of that, they wouldn't be on this show talking about they ain't seen someone in 12 years. So they chose these people for a reason because they knew it was going to create some drama. And it seems like they got a couple of moles, plants up in there too that's going to create the drama. So I do think it can work. But like you said, you got to have boundaries, and you got to, you know what I'm saying, have a certain time limit when you're going to see each other. You know what I mean? Like, no time for the nonsense. You know, my ex-husband had a baby on me. I packed up his ish up and dropped him off at the house and gave her my ring. No, Nene, you keep the ring. You pawn it. Why do y'all give back the rings? Don't give back the rings. Keep the rings. Keep them. Yes. You use it for collateral. You use it for a rainy day, just in case you need to save up some money or something. Don't give it a ring. Yeah, you could definitely pack up his ish though and drop him off there, but you keep that ring. I'm a firm believer. You keep the ring. You keep the ring. You use that. You use that just in case you got to pawn it for a rainy day. You know what I mean? Yeah, I keep rings. Yeah, I just do. Sorry, y'all. I keep rings. Anywho, y'all. So that was the end of this episode. I'm starting to think we maybe only have 1 or 2 episodes left. It has to be, because at this point, what else is there? But I really want them to actually, do a reunion. I want to see where they are now. Shayla, DM me about that. DM me about that. I think you already did though, but DM me about that and let me know the channel and all of that stuff. I think you gave me the information, but I got to review other shows. But yeah, DM me about that. So yeah, you guys, I definitely feel like we're winding down. I feel like though they need to really remove Jody and Aaron. Like, it's sad when people just rolling their eyes or they're just saying, why are you here, when we see them on there? Like, she brought nothing to the show. She brought nothing. Okay, so you're watching it too, Ruby. Do I have to watch the first season to be able to look at this show that y'all want me to watch? And let me know that too, Shayla, because if I have to catch up and watch the first season to understand the second season, I may have a delay. It just really depends. But maybe not, because now some of these shows are winding down and they're about to end soon. Oh, okay. So you guys, so you watched the show. All right. So I guess give me a thumbs up if you want me to actually review that show. And y'all let me know and I'll review it. And then I can add it. What day does it come on? Oh, it's a whole new cast. Okay, what day does it come on? Y'all let me know. DM me or whatever the case may be. Give me the information and I'll definitely look into it. And maybe that'll be like our midweek review. Okay, so we'll do that. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for coming. Ciao. We're going to have to see Thursdays. Okay. All right. So send me the information, Shayla. You got my DM. So yeah, definitely, you guys, thank you for coming. We'll see where this goes at this point. The next episode, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, the review for the next episode, I don't think I was really that impressed. So I think it's winding down at this point. I would like to know though how they're going to end this show. They have to do a damn review. They have to do like a reunion or something, because how do you end this show? Okay, bet. I'll watch it. So with that, you guys, thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you on my next video, doing a live later on for Love After Lockup. And I guess I need to check in on this new show, and the House of Dragons is coming back on. So that's definitely another show that I will be reviewing too. So this summer is about to be quite interesting. Oh shit. And Power comes back on too. Power too. Yeah. Y'all already know I'm about to clown the hell out of that show if they don't do better with the writing. You already know. Anywho, with that being said, I'll see you on the next video. Toodles.